We got 18 inches of snow in early April, and it was so heavy and so wet that it actually did tremendous damage toward the back part of our property here. So this is a red maple. We got a very large white pine back there. We got another red maple there. We got a trunk there. There's actually a couple red maples down underneath that pine. We have this pine here. We have that maple top over there. There's another pine snapped off right back there. All this is laying in an area that I normally keep brush hogged. It's actually very nice because a lot of this is maple trees here, and the pines are coming from the edge of the woods. So now that I'm over here, we got maple, 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 maple. That there's pine. There's the top of that maple, and of course there's that other larger maple there. Big pine there. And we also, of course, have the snapped off trunks on a few of these to take down. There's one there. There's one there. So there's quite a bit of work to do out here, clean this up. This big pine here is pretty much junk, except maybe a section there, but boom, boom. This is kind of a disaster, the way that all of this is twisted up and caught up. So it's going to be some tractor plus saw plus careful to work on this. So I'm going to start with some easy stuff. Cut up enough to probably load up the tractor, the loader plus the carryall, and then call it a day. And we'll just pick at it little bit by little bit. The splinters down at the base where that had snapped off ended up pulling my chain, and that's a good opportunity here to talk about a safety part, a sacrificial safety part on the chainsaw. This is a chain catcher, and this should not be all sheared off. It should be a nice metal hook that comes out, but what this does is it essentially arrests some of the movement of that chain and prevents it from kicking back if it does come off the bar. So I now need to get a new chain catcher. I will put this back together, and since I'm going to cut a couple of big pieces. I'm not going to be worried at this point about throwing the chain, at least when I'm in the big pieces, because usually it takes something small to catch it just wrong to get it out of the bar. Until I get a new chain catcher, that's all I'm gonna cut here. Those big rounds. I'll get the tractor swung around with the carryall back in there. We'll get those loaded up and take them up by the barn. If those were oak, I sure wouldn't be throwing rounds that big. Just a testament to the difference between different tree species. That translates into energy content for the firewood as well. So here's the old chain catcher, and this is a brand new one. So this is what it's supposed to look like. We'll go ahead and put this on the saw. It's actually a really easy process. You don't even have to take the bar off. So we pull this screw out. This actually has a Torx head on it. This will fit right in. So this is the shape it's supposed to have. So if you throw your chain, it gets slung back and it gets caught by that. And so that old one caught my chain. That tip got sheared off, but kept that chain away from my leg. That chain catcher was $3.99 at my local Stihl dealer. They had 2 of them in stock. That is the advantage of having a good local dealership that actually stocks parts. So that's one of the big reasons why I actually have the Stihl saw, because the dealership is less than 20 minutes away, and it's the closest dealership around that sells this kind of equipment. And it's always nice when you can get a part when you need it.